Hello guys, George here for GWZproductions, and to start this episode we are in the transfer window finally, and thank you for all your transfer suggestions. I've all got them down on a notepad thingy and in my shortlist on the game, but straight away loads, and I mean loads of clubs have come in for Charles Nzogbia because he's had a pretty amazing season so far. I mean, he's 78 overall, he's 26 years old, but he's scored so many goals for us and got so many assists. And you can see here, so many clubs are coming in for him. I can't remember who the first one was. I can't believe I didn't look at that. But Bordeaux come in, Bayern Munich won him. I mean, that's a big club who won Charles Nzogbia. I'm pretty sure Inter Milan come along eventually as well. But Spurs are also a pretty big club, you know. Bigger than Aston Villa at the moment. I say at the moment because we're going to eventually storm Europe. But we also get a youth squad update, and Callum Dixon looks like a pretty decent young player. Minimum potential of 74, maximum 94. But Danny Lee, sorry mate, but you're crap, so we're going to release you. But the first game of the episode here, guys. Actually, no, it's not. Sorry, that's my bad. I've got a short list here of all the players you suggested, and some of my own players as well. But I wanted to particularly strengthen the centre back, so I decided to inquire about Bruno Martins Indy. Is a young player, so is Alexander Dragovic, or Dragovic, I don't know how to say that. Bottia as well, looks like a pretty decent young player as well. These guys are only like 75, 76, 74 overall, but well, apart from Win, because you guys wanted me to get Win, so I'm going to try and get Win because he's really cheap. But yeah, these guys are only about 74, 75, 76 overall. But that's mainly just because most of my team is anyway, and they're young, so they probably have decent potential. But Steven Corker is the main guy I want to get. But now is the first game of the episode against Swansea. Zinni thinks we're going to lose, and we think we're going to win. So screw you, Zinni. You were very harsh to me. God damn it. But I decided to play Holman in this game, mainly because Budavus was a bit tired. But he actually lost the ball here. But he managed to win it back. Finds Sissoko. McLean then skips past Angel Rangel, crosses it in, and El Amadi with a really good finish as a surprise. I've kind of forgotten about him, to be honest, because he got injured once, put him in the reserves, and kind of completely forgotten about him, especially as a guy who's played so well in the CDM role. I'm kind of thinking about getting rid of El Amadi because he doesn't really do much. I mean, I think that's his first goal, and I don't think he's got any assists either, but pretty much straight after that, Swansea were just being really annoying on the edge of my penalty area. Michu had a decent shot, well saved, but Augustien managed to tap in the rebound, which is a pain in the ass because we were pretty much dominating the game, like we do most games, but my defending, that's probably why. But the ball gets played out here. Andy Weimann, it's got punched out by the keeper, but Andy Weimann managed to get it back. I was playing him on the right wing this game, and he's actually a pretty decent player, but Moussa Sissoko turns Angel Rangel. He had a torrid game. It fell to Benteke, who managed to finish it right at the stroke of half time. And Benteke has really come of age. He's an absolute tank now. I'm really glad he started to score more goals. And he's actually replaced Gamero as my main striker at the moment because he's in such good form. But we managed to win the game 2-1 thanks to Benteke's half-time goal. Scripting, yeah. Anyway, Basel come back and say they want 5.5 million for Dragovic. How do you say that? And then Bruno Martins Indy, they want, I think that's 6 or 5, but I wanted to get Dragovic because I've used Martins Indy before anyway, and I was thinking about giving them Ron Vlaar, but then I thought, no, the cap didn't, so I can't really do that. So I was looking through the club, looking through any player that I might be able to give them, and in the end I decided to give them Nathan Baker because he doesn't really get much playing time, and he's not actually that high overall, and he's probably too old to improve too much now. So I decided to give them 3 million plus Nathan Baker, I think that's his first name, but yeah, he'll be a decent acquisition. But then I decided to, I keep saying I got to put loads of players on the loan list. Stevens is one, he doesn't really play. Also Brett Holman's going to be going because he was shocking against Swansea, and he was shocking every other game I've ever played him. Chris Hurd, I don't really want you anymore. If you're 23 and you're not even above 70, I mean, I don't think you're going to get any better. Ashley Westwood, you're also pretty bad, so I can get rid of you. Just sort of getting rid of the dead wood because, you know, Gary Gardner, he's someone I really need to use more because I've got him on my personal save and he's really, really good, but I can't really find a place for him at the moment. Delver's already on the transfer list, as you guys know. I put him on there in the summer, but no one's actually come in from yet, which is a bit annoying. But I also had a shout to put Weimann on the loan list, and I'm going to do that now because he doesn't get too much playing time, and I reckon he could improve a lot more if he's out on loan. But then the inquiries come back for a lot of players, but look at the transfer offer first, and that is finally for Fabian Delph from Newcastle. Some of you guys might be wondering why I put him on the transfer list, but I just don't enjoy playing with him, to be honest. He's just really weak on the ball. So we counter offered for his actual value, which is 2.8 million. Hopefully they'll accept that. Also, guys, I forgot to mention, this video is freaking long, so you better like love me or something. I don't know. It's like nearly 20 minutes long. It's the longest ever video I've made. But I think the Zinni's Mansion video was the longest he's ever made. But the inquiries come back. Botti, we can't get in because he just signed for Sevilla, which is fair enough, really. But Marvel win. I mean, look at that. He's only 150k. He's just going to be a decent squad player, to be honest. And Steven Corker, I tried to get him on a full season loan with a future fee of 6 million, which is what they asked for. So I think that's fair enough. They probably should accept that. I mean, he's only a squad rotation player there. But a Fiorentino come back. That was the first team who wanted Zogbia. They say they're not going to go for that. Then Bayern pull out, and so does Spurs. So we're going to keep him. Well, there's more offers to come. There's Inter Milan. I told you they'd come in for him. So Inter Milan, I decided to counter offer 11 million this time, just because it's I don't know. I don't really want to sell him, but imagine if we got a lot of money for him. That would be pretty awesome. And then PSG, I was thinking they're rich. If they want him, they'll pay big money for him. So I decided to give a 13. Stop saying decided to. Oh, Jesus. Wigan want him back, which is funny. But I decided to counter offer again. I need to think of something else to say for that. That's it. Leave in the comments if you know another thing I could say instead of decided to, because it's getting on my nerves now. But Everton want him, then no, they don't have any money, and they're going to be able to buy him. And then Juventus, another big club, decided to go. Oh my God! I tried to get 12 million out of them, and with a Holman looking to be out of the club, I decided to go in for Adrian. I just said it again. Wow. Yeah, I decided to give them Holman. Oh my Jesus! What is going on? I tried to give them Holman plus 500k. Because Holman's awful and Adrian's a young, decent player, and he's also Brazilian, so we try and get him. And then loads of clubs, and I mean loads of clubs, pull out of the deal for Zogbia, but Delve looks to be on his way to Newcastle, which is good. Even PSG pulled out, which is pretty funny, to be honest. But yeah, all these clubs pulled out, which is a shame, and our offer for Dragovic was not enough, so we'll not be able to buy him because we don't have enough money. So I decided to, I actually didn't say it there, I decided to ask for some more money from the board, because our actual objectives was to avoid relegation, and we're like nearly in the Europa League, so I decided to put it to finish mid-table, and ask for £6 million. But the next game of the episode is an FA Cup tie against Everton. Actually, we lost to them in the Capital One Cup, so it's time to get revenge, I reckon. And I reckon. Zinni thinks we'll draw and go to a replay, but Weave thinks we'll win. Thank you, Weave. But in the first half, we got a corner, and Marouane Fellaini is a handful in the air, and he managed to head that into the corner, or just into the goal, really. It wasn't really in the corner, but Fellaini is just such a handful in the air. But we managed to get a throw in there. We lose the ball, but Hall wins it back. Gamero manages to turn his man. His shot is a pretty weird one, but somehow Zogbia manages to get it in. That was a really good finish. It would be a really big shame if we had to get rid of him, even for 12 million or 13 million, whatever we actually asked for. But another corner, another goal for Everton. Johnny Heitinga this time, and we just can't defend corners. I don't understand why. I think it's maybe we're lacking height. We're not lacking too much height. I think we're just lacking heading ability. I think both our fullbacks are pretty small, which is a bit annoying. But McLean finds Zogbia, good save, but Benteke is there to equalise in the 74th minute to make it 2-2. What a game this is in the FA Cup. Cup magic, as they call it. Then Zogbia, what a great ball into Benteke. Couple of step overs, cut inside, boom, 3-2. We've just won the game against Everton in the FA Cup, and we have got our revenge, and we're going through to the next round, which is freaking awesome. So that was a pretty good game, to be fair. It was pretty nerve-wracking, especially when we went 2-1 down, but now I'm back into transfers. There's so much. Jesus, there's so much to do, but Colorado Rapids say that's too much. What am I trying to say? They say that I offered too little. So I decided to give them 200k. Jesus. Then Inter Milan come back for 8.5, but I was like, nope. 11 million. I was going to offer 10.5, but I thought, nah, 11 million. And either Juventus accepted it or they pulled out. Let's see. Holy crap, they've accepted it. Juventus are trying to buy Zogbia for £12 million. That is a massive amount of money. Jesus Christ. If we get that for him, I'll be sad but very happy. because we'll have loads of money. But Adrian, they say that's not enough, and to be fair, Holman is shite, so I don't know why I'm offering them him. But yeah, Spurs say they're going to think about the loan offer of Corker, which normally means they're going to accept it, which is good. And Wigan come back with a 6.5 million offer for Ndogbia, and they're never going to be able to afford him, especially with Juventus coming in for him. Even if we did accept an offer from Wigan, he'd go to Juventus. But this is a squad report, guys, so if you want to look at the players in more detail, you might as well pause it because it goes pretty quick. But Guzan's actually an 80 overall keeper now, which is really awesome. He's gone up pretty well. Boudebouz is nearly an 80 overall. Gamero's not even improved much at all, which is a shame, really. Benteke's gone up quite a few. I mean, pretty much the entire squad's getting better, apart from what's his called, that goalkeeper, Marshall. Even Delph's gone up, but he's not played at all, which is pretty funny. Defanso's doing pretty well. Can't wait to get him back, but if he doesn't perform, I'll end up selling him. But the confirmation of Fabian Delph's move to Newcastle is there, so that's pretty good. 2.8 million, that's a good amount of money to get for him. But Colorado Rapids say they want 275k. I mean, come on, it's only 75k more than what? Oh, Jesus Christ. But I just wanted to accept it, because he'd be a decent rotation player, which is good. Jesus, my voice is hurting right now, but we're only like halfway through the video. Inter Milan come back in, and we offer for 12 million, just like we did for Juventus, another big Italian club. And once again, Flamengo say the offer is not good enough, which is so annoying. So I wanted to put it up to 1 million this time, and hopefully they'll accept that. But we managed to get Steven Corker on a loan for the rest of the season with a £6 million future fee, which is good, because Corker, he's really quick and strong, which is good, and he seems like a beast in the air, so maybe we won't concede too many corners. But there it is. Zogbia has gone to Juventus for £12 million, so I needed to get a new winger. Varela, I went for him in the summer, decided to get McLean instead, but this time I'm going to go in for Varela. Maybe he'll be cheaper this time. And I was going to look for someone to give them, but then I thought, nah, there's no point really, because I haven't really got any player to give them, so I decided to give them just 5 million up straight, and that's it. The only problem with Varela is he's already 27, so he probably won't improve too much. But however, Sidney Sam is 24, and he is rapid. Same with Munayin, he's only 20, and he's 78, so one of these guys I want to get instead. But Munayin, Athletic Club want 12 million for him, which is way too much. But for Sidney Sam, they only want 5 million. And, well, I'm going for that. Sidney Sam looks like a beast. He's younger than Zogbia. Maybe he'll get even better, which is awesome. And finally, Colorado Rapids accept our offer for... Oh, why do I do that noise when I make a mistake? Man, I'm picking up on so many mistakes I make. Wow. But we offer them a contract, and we get our first international offer, and it's from little Bolivia, bless them. And we're obviously going to reject that. I don't really have any interest in that. But the final game of the episode is against Southampton, and for some reason Zinni thinks we're going to lose 6-1. We think we're going to win, but Agbonlahor playing on the right wing this game. Boom, 1-0, done. See you later. Boom. Yeah. Oh yeah, what am I doing? Just waving my hands around. But we went 1-0 up there, obviously, and then Southampton got a corner, and at the near post, another frickin' corner goal. Jose Font scores, and he had a free header, which is annoying. I don't understand why. Then Danny Fox down the left-hand side crosses it in, and there's Jay Rodriguez. That's not a corner goal, but it's another frickin' header. And we go 2-1 down against Southampton. Maybe we're going to lose 6-1? No, I don't think so. Especially when we're coming forward here with Sissoko. Finding Benteke, turns his man, boom, good save, and Sissoko is there for the tap in. What am I doing? Stop, please. Oh my god. Okay. Then Nathaniel Klein, I don't even know what that was, and then he just finds Ramirez, and in the 90th frickin' minute, Southampton have won the game. Oh god. Or have they? Because we're running forward. Boudebouz gets munched, but Sissoko wins it back. Agoud gives it to Boudebouz. He manages to get past the man, cuts inside. It's a corner. Can we salvage anything from the match with a late goal? Albrighton whips it in. It gets headed out. The chance is gone, is it? Boudebouz manages to touch the ball, gets past Cork, lines up to hit it. What a goal from Riyad Boudebouz. He's managed to freaking win us a point against Southampton. We should really be getting 3, but what a goal. That's surely going to be a goal of the season and contender. Leave what you think in the comments, guys. What a great goal from Boudebouz. Right into the corner, and we drew the game 3-3. It's a bit of a shame, but in the context of it, it's a good result because we were losing 2-1 in the 90th minute. But Porto accept our offer for Varela, which is good. He's actually got pretty huge wages, which is a bit annoying, but we still decided to give him a contract instead. Important first team player because he obviously would be. It's a shame he's not 5-star skills. He would, he would be better if he was. And once again, Adrian, our offer is declined. So 1.3 million this time. We're just going up slowly. We'll end up paying for like 100 million for him, but Bayern Leverkusen accept our offer for Sydney Sam, who is my preferable winger I want to buy actually. And yeah, he looks like an absolute tank. He's really young. Well, not really young. He's 24, but. Now we have a lot of money from the sale of Nzogbia. I decided to inquire about Adel Tarab because we've recommended. Why did I do that again? We've recommended him. Casemiro, I really want to get. I'm trying to sort of swap him for El Amadi. I think that'll be a good deal because Casemiro's a tank and he gets even better. And then Leandro, why not? Young striker, lots of pace, decent finishing. Let's go for him. And Gremio say they want 5 million for him. Which is reasonable, I suppose. And Casemiro, they want 4.9 million. I think I can do that, but Adel Tarab, there's no way we're going to be able to afford him, so we can't really get Tarab, which is a shame. But Casemiro, we wanted to get rid of El Amadi. Didn't really do anything for the club or the team at all in the games. He's only scored 1 goal really, and that's it, to be honest. So we looked down the list if there's anyone else, but it was inevitably going to be Ahmed El Amadi. Oh, Karim El Amadi, not Ahmed, my bad. So he's worth 2 million. He's 27. He's not going to improve. Whereas Casemiro is 20 and 72, and he gets to like 86, 87, 88 maybe, if you're lucky, possibly 90. But offered them 2.4 million plus El Amadi. Hopefully they'll accept that because that's a decent deal. But Marvel Win comes into the club for a measly 275k. He's just going to be someone, you know, just to rotate around, put on the subs bench, play in the cup games, you know, etc. And we get an offer here for Kevin Gamero from Newcastle. Now, this is really interesting because he's only scored like 6 league goals. He's not really been the beast I was expecting him to be. So I decided to counter offer for 9 million. Now if they accept that, we'll just get another striker. As you can see, his morale is insecure, which is a bit weird. But Varela declined the contract, but I don't really care because I want to get Sydney Sam instead. So we're not going to be getting Varela. And once again, I mean, this is just a sort of cult thing now, isn't it? Adrian, the offer was rejected, so I decided to look for someone else to give them, because obviously they didn't want Holman, and that man was Barry Bannon. It's a bit of a sad move, but Gamero is going to Newcastle for £9 million in the same season we bought him. Oh man, sorry. I can't remember how much we bought him for, but if that's more than we did, then we've made a profit, which is cool. Now, Sydney Sam rejected the contract offer, which is a bit annoying. So we'll just try and get that up again. I went for 30k a week plus a crucial first team player. And the final bit here is with Gamero leaving the club, I want to get Leandro. They said they want 5 million for him, but I decided to offer 4.5. But guys, that is the end of this massively long video. But please leave a like if you enjoyed it. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching it all if you have. And see you next time. Goodbye.